The Gambia is a young nation, not only in years, but in spirit. Across its cities, villages, farms, offices, and playing fields, the energy of youth is shaping a new national story. Under the leadership of the Barrow administration, the Gambia has embarked on a path of socio-economic transformation, one driven by inclusion, opportunity, and national pride. At the center of this vision stands the Ministry of Youth and Sports, an institution committed to unlocking the potential of the country's greatest resource, its young people.
As the Minister of Youth and Sports, our vision aligns with the vision of the ministry, which is to have a population of young people that are empowered economically and with life skills, and ensuring that there is sports excellence in the country.
Economic transformation begins with skills and with access. Across the country, strategic investments in agribusiness and enterprise development are redefining how young Gambians participate in the economy. The Gambia Songhai Initiative, located in Chamen and Farafenye, serves as a center of technical excellence, equipping youth with modern agricultural knowledge, mechanized tools, and practical expertise.
Gambia Songhai Initiative stood out among the whole lot in a sense that we are not training just employees, but we are training young people to become entrepreneurs, to make sure that they understand that they run agriculture as a business, and they can understand that they can agriculture is lucrative, comparing the demand for agricultural inputs. And the program is 100% paid by the government through the Ministry of Youth and Sport, including the accommodation, the feeding, the medical care, and stipend, and of course all the training inputs.
Complementing this effort is the National Enterprise Development Initiative. Through decentralized business formalization centers in the Lower River and Upper River regions, entrepreneurship support is now closer than ever to the people. Young business owners are being guided to formalize, grow, and contribute meaningfully to local and national economies.
NEDI's interventions directly support national development, job creation, poverty reduction, and financial independence. There are some strong different opportunities created by government that helps young people develop, whether both in the formal and informal sector. Over the years, we've supported young people that are in the fishing industry, that are just normal day-to-day petty traders, that never thought there was an opportunity to be supported. Most of the grants and loans we give are funded 100% by the government through the Ministry of Youth and Sport.
Training NED bi jàngal nañu how to manage our business. Jàngee naa si lu bëri loo xamante ne support na ma. Because time boobu noonu pour organise suma boppa si suma business bi dafa xawoon na difficult. Waaye léegi moom kan nga balaa ma doon am grant NED bi suma business moom mooy lool. Ma lu toon noonu time boobu maa ngi amee woon suma shop bi boppa. Bu ma defee training NED bi bañ ma jox grant jox na ma courage bi pour ma ibiwaat jox nañ ñu each 50,000 te njëriñ na ma man moom lu bari jënd naa si machine jënd naa si a lot ñëw jaay bi nii yëpp si training bi ak si grant bi ma jox nii si laa gën a am idea boobu noonu. NED emul si grant bi rek support nañ ñu bañ dem China def fa training te training boobu noonu macha allah dama si jàngee lu bëri loo xamante ni moom man suma bopp mun ma ko explain sax.
NED bu ma joxee grant of 50,000 boobu noonu dama dem contact ak wholesale wholesale la contact ñu asino bagage or stock with you that loolu it's a big thing. I don't know it pushed my business from level A to level Z.
The National Youth Council, being a national body, has regional structures. And these are the structures that we use to mobilize young people into programs such as the Youth Connect, such as the NACOF, and other major programs that the National Youth Council has, either on a monthly basis, annual, or any programs or projects we are running out with our partners We basically rely on our grassroots structures and regional structures to mobilize these young people, and we randomly select them to make sure that every part of society is being represented.
We were established primarily to really enhance the young people's participation in national development processes. Serve as the interface between government and the young people, relate the needs of governments to young people to ensure it's captured in policy documents, but equally relate the government policy to young people and sit on their behalf in so many structures or institutions that have a bearing on the lives of young people in this country.
I'm a fabricator, an innovator. Here I build electric moving objects like electric car, electric tractor, and electric bicycles, scooters, and farm machines too. I was lucky to be among the people that nominated for the pitching competition. So I went with the bike there to pitch. My product was the best in the pitching competition on that year. I received $50,000 from the pitching competition. We first created electric scooter. Then from the electric scooter, then we came to the minibus. Then we created the minibus for transportation service. Then from there, we created tractor for farmers. The grant was helpful. We were able to buy some of the things that like the electronic parts because they are not available in the Gambia here. So we were able to buy some of those parts. So the metallic parts here, they are available in the Gambia. So we use that one and build the bike continue like that. So we built 7 electric bicycles and we sold them all. And I say great thanks to the NYC on the Ministry of Transport. They did for giving the grant, and they didn't only stop at giving the grant, they exposed me to the world, whereby I have to go, from their support, I have to go up to China to see outside also what those people are also doing.
For a nation to strive, its graduates must be prepared not only academically, but professionally. The National Youth Service Graduate Program is a flagship intervention designed to bridge the gap between education and employment. By placing graduates in real-world professional environments, the program builds confidence, competence, and a culture of excellence. It is a strategic investment in human capital, preparing young Gambians to lead in government, industry, and innovation. Alongside this, the President's International Award Skills Center in Bakau continues to nurture vocational talent. Through mentorship, hands-on training, and technical support,
through the NYSS, the Ministry of Youth and Sport, we're able to support all those young people to learn the basic skills. This, if you look at in connection to Yiriwa, I have a big imperative. The impact is very high because one, we are talking about the skill gap and also the employment gap, and this is what we are trying to fill, looking at the number of people that we are able to bring. When we start with 100 young people, you have almost 85. Now, down the line to the second cohort, as we speak, we are almost about 5 to 6 months. We already have 10 people who already get employment. But currently, the government is supporting 450 young people to learn the basic skills. Among them, we also have the university graduates. University graduates are 100, and other, as I said, ATP, you have 150, and the other one is 200. Now join them, put them all together, you have 450 people that government is supporting.
Perintah NYSS, na kararola karanje, perintah kararola karanje, yen karande konturola, yen karande sumandirola, yen karande how to bakararo kumasa lanya anuba masimo start la nyame fa. Nena wa mera ko may opportunity fa so tala ko even karande la kararola. Kanto manu sirin na mantara fenke kan so nata ni opportunity so. Kay bala no kan na graduation la. Yal nata makoy kanan nata na mari creation ya ja. Green nata mari creation. Ka denko karale, ka fano karale, ka kurto karale, ka simiso karale, ka uniformo karale, ka musu denko karale. Before na family je nyame ani se alhamdulillah kanto quite different. Sangani banko. Bidina dat ya je say nga ñu commencé ani na mom, ani na sister soul girl be contenta. Karalo karamba min ko do min sota kanje. Mena family help angela, mem fan na kanje. Alhamdulillah.
We discovered that if you go to other schools and other tertiary institutions, is mostly tailored for young people that have been to school. Then we decided to open the school and have a zero entry requirement for it. The only requirement is you must be a Gambian. We don't look at how much qualification you have, whether you have learned French or Arab or English. Once you are Gambian, you want to learn skills and you come with enrolling. So currently we are running all skills: carpentry, auto mechanic, welding, bread making, food making, tailoring and fashion design, hairdressing. All these skills we are running at a certificate level, and all these courses are accredited by NACA. From 2016 to date, the number of participants that enroll in the program and graduate, we are talking close to 16,000. And at the skill center, from 2016 to date, we have registered 1,250 people who have graduated from the skill center. And at the skill center, all the students who have graduated from the present international skill center, half of their school fees are covered by the government.
My name is John Gomez. PA la jange. So I'm not school 3 years from grade 7 to 9. After my grade 9, I no talk. So I was so I was grade 11. When I get when I grade 11 nakala. And I'm gonna fair come grade 11. But I'm talk for the mother. When I study carpentry, because time is school, I couldn't get full interest that you need. So when I get not PA direct. After that, mom, I'm injuring you. I'm not past years. Talk my phone, mother as waste. I'm not down on the body. What that this is that you not talk about my fair or my thing. Because my league, so my quarter league, Benabina. So the member I'm contracting in my league. You found a league, because PA Luma for Luma fake. Because PA I'm not for. So what the memo? And I down 100% low grade no PA is zero. You man, I bet the guy like Japan. So to them nga first jump rek li first jump so first jump nga dem on su jël ne ma John fi len nga fi asi leve asi pour lan la nga jappalé sa famille.
Together, these initiatives form a strong foundation for a competitive, future-ready workforce. Sport has the power to unite a nation. To sustain this momentum, the government is investing over $283 million in the modernization of the Independence Stadium. This transformation will elevate national infrastructure to meet international standards, creating spaces worthy of Gambian excellence.
You cannot have a good national team, whether it's football or basketball, volleyball, if you don't have good infrastructure. So the two are intertwined, and we're looking at it from that angle, that we must be able to invest in the infrastructure, invest in the human capacity development, but also invest in the participation of our national team in a way to be able to empower young people.
Beyond the capital, community-level investments from the Mboyo football field in Bakote to the Farafenye Youth Center are strengthening grassroots development. Here, talent is discovered early, nurtured locally, and celebrated nationally.
People understand that government's investment in sports has a huge impact on strengthening sports development in the country. And the investment is not only in one area. Investment in infrastructure, investment in the athletes, investment in the associations that have the clubs that produce the athletes. Now, on the side of infrastructure, government have invested a lot in providing football fields and also multi-purpose courts. The likes of the Mboyo field, for example, which is a very key investment of government in terms of strengthening sports in the country.
This is the place where we used to play, formerly known as Mboyo Field, which the name itself would tell you that it was not the best pitch. Because when locally you use the word Mboyo Field, you realize that it's not a professional ground anyway.
Team yu bari yu nga xamné ñu ngi play Serekunda East, Serekunda West ak nakala Manjay yu bari ci gox bi lañ joggé. You understand? So tay team yoy non yépp so gisé ñu génna ci biti mo nekk fi nu meloon. It was not registered as a zone, ba pare time boobu noonu fii nu mel doo fi mun a play nawetaan.
It was a waterway, and secondly, people will be playing on the ground, and some other things also will be interrupting us. Like you'll be seeing people passing by, donkeys also passing. So for us to even have a good match, it is a problem for us.
For us to play Navetan during the rainy season is really a difficult time. So normally what we do is we wait until the rainy season ends, so then we start playing our Navetan, and the field was very terrible.
It's a big surprise to us, to see a development like this to come to our area.
It is a nice structure because it incorporated different sporting activities, not only football, but then you have basketball, volleyball, tennis. Those are all sporting disciplines that people can do here. And the achievement that we expect here is to have more professionals from not only Bakote or London, but from the Gambia. It's not a structure that would be benefited by one community, but in actual sense, many communities, as it is centered at the right borders between Bakote, Bundung, and London Corner. Currently, it has served as a nurturing hub for sports, not only for Bakote, but for the Gambia.
Liggéey bu ñu defal fii nii kontaan nañ torop, liggéey bi rafet na torop, because lii rek lañ doon ñaan. Si at yooyu yëpp depuis bu ñoo nekk xale lii rek lañ doon ñaan.
We are just amazed with the massive development that happens here within this short time. We are thanking the president, the ministers, and the right stakeholders for bringing such a massive structure within our communities.
True development is sustained by strong institutions and forward-thinking policies. Guided by a youth-first philosophy, the Ministry of Youth and Sports is advancing legislative reforms that will define the sector for generations to come. The proposed Youth and Sports Bill represents a renewed commitment, strengthening governance, improving coordination, and ensuring sustainable funding for youth development.
The bill is meant to give the young people a better platform in terms of the regulations, because we know that we have never had anything like a youth bill. What we had was the Youth Council Act that establishes the council, and there it talks about registration of youth organizations and some few things relating to management of youth organizations. But the bill expands on what was existing before to ensure that we have a law that is there to give young people rights, but also stipulates what their responsibilities are.
The Ministry of Youth and Sports, advancing potential of Gambian youth.
When we talk about youth first, basically what we are talking about is opportunity. We want in this ministry that every young person will be given the opportunity to grow and develop. Young people are the backbone of the society. They are the cream of our society. They want to be recognized. They want to make sure their voices are heard, and they want to make sure that they are part of the development trajectory of this country. So the policy of the government is very, very timely. Since we are a young country, we are a very peaceful country. We want to sustain that. We want to maintain the peaceful nature of the country. In order to do that, we have to prioritize the young people of this country. And I'm glad that the government is doing that. It's looking into that direction.
We're looking forward to a more empowered youthful population with technical skills, and of course a shift from the conventional education that everybody seems to focus on to look at the skill set. And government, under the leadership of President Barrow, is looking at that angle, because we are now not looking at just the GTTIs or the USAID and others, but we're building institutions like excellence centers in Tujareng for fisheries sector. And there are already young people that are being trained outside the country to be lecturers in those institutions. We want a more empowered population, but a young, fruitful population that is ready to take up the informal sector.
The Ministry of Youth and Sports, advancing potential of Gambian youth. Together, we are building a brighter, stronger, and more prosperous tomorrow.